My aha moment was probably being lifted into the pool for physical therapy. You know, I was 22, 23 years old, and that's when I kind of knew that everything we had tried that was non-surgical up to that point probably wasn't going to work.
Each time I'd see a neurosurgeon, if he would have said the right things to me, I would have been ready a long time before I finally did. This neurosurgeon that I used, it was a life changer.
So I limped around for a really long time. And then finally it was just unbearable. All of a sudden, what seemed like something I was never gonna do, I said, I gotta do this right away. How quickly can you get me in to do this?
He looked through endless records that I had, sent me for new MRIs, new CAT scans, and sat there and went over them in finite detail with me and explaining what he felt he could do and literally saying, I believe I can give you your life back.
I ended up re-injuring my back in a Pilates class. I'd felt that pain before, and the back spasms were something that I hadn't felt in 19, 20 years. I knew the feeling, and I was afraid of what it might mean.
I was taking a walk one day, and there was a dog that was loose in the neighborhood. I thought it was 20 pounds. So I picked him up, and I lifted him up over my head, and I was successful in getting him back behind the gate. But my back went out, and that was actually the last moment where I pretty much crumbled. It's such a ridiculous, tiny thing, but that was the moment. Then I ended up in surgery about 5 days later.
I can remember one incident where my son was on the end of the bed and I had to jump because I thought he was going to fall off the bed. I had to jump to grab him, and I was on my back for like 3 days after that. It got to the point where I had to do something about it.
I'm down there in a funny position, pulling at this tree stump while someone else is digging, trying to get this thing out of the ground, and suddenly I just sort of felt something happen. And it was that same shooting pain down my leg. It was at that point I'd said, I think I've really done something wrong this time.
I think I was helping my son do his homework from like one place to the next, and I just took a step and I couldn't even take the next step. It was so painful. I couldn't sit down, I couldn't get up. It was just, that moment to me was horrible, and I feel like that was probably the moment that I knew I needed to do something other than what I was doing. That was it for me.
I stopped riding. I stopped spinning. I couldn't do physical exercise anymore. And that was it.